Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Zach?
Good morning. Next on the agenda, we have Hellstorm Subdivision by Chastain and Associates. I believe someone's here to present. Kyle?
That works. All right, Kyle Betts, Chastain and Associates, 625 South Earl, Lafayette, Indiana. Here on behalf of developer roundtable investors for Hailstorm subdivision. This is a 9-lot major subdivision located on 43 without direct access to 43, but access is off a internal stub street. The project, actually, it's kind of interesting. This development predates Zach. It's been submitted, I think, 3 different times now. Initially with 30 residential lots back in 99 or 2000. It was going to be 2 commercial lots in 2006, so now we're bringing forth a revised plan. It's been through rezoning and all that, but we're bringing forth a revised plan for 9 residential lots with a cul-de-sac extension, couple private drives, and all stormwater is going to be handled within just some swales and outlets. The overall property, as it was and has been agricultural fields. We've shown through the drainage report that by converting this to large residential lots with a lot of turf grasses, that we're actually reducing runoff overall on the site. So we're primarily addressing stormwater quality issues through swales and some vegetative filter strips along lot perimeters. That's really the extent. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you, Kyle. Just real quick, as Kyle stated, we've looked at this 3 times now over several years. It's basically following the original master plan, and as he stated, the density has been decreased from what from the original plans, and so it is in compliance with the Tippecanoe County Stormwater Drainage Ordinance. I'd be happy to answer any questions, but recommend construction approval as stated on the July 30th memo.
So move.
Do you want?
Yeah. Any public comment on this project? Seeing none?
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. And the motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Millbrook Section 1 by Kimley Horn.
Good morning. My name is Nigel Hensley with Kimley Horn. Our office is at 101 Foundry Drive, West Lafayette, Indiana. The project that we're presenting in front of you, almost in front of you, is the Millbrook Section 1 subdivision shown on the aerial there. The project is located east of the newly constructed Yeager Road, west of existing County Road 50 West or Salisbury Road, south of County Road 500 North, and north of the future County Road 425 extension. The project is approximately 115 acres, consists of 284 lots, single family and townhome combination, with some plans to provide some detention and water quality for future expansion of the subdivision shown in front of you. The project drains in multiple directions that we've identified in our drainage reports. Some of the areas goes northwest, northeast, southwest towards the Simeon Yeager legal drain. And then we have also some going to east towards the Salisbury County Road right away as well. We identified those watersheds, placed some ponds strategically to address stormwater quantity and stormwater quality to meet county ordinance for the stormwater plan. And we received conditional approval just recently. We thank the consultant, Christopher Burke, for the review comments and the discussions so far to get to this point here. And then on behalf of our client, Estridge, we request approval of the plans in front of you.
Very well, thank you, Nigel. Just real quickly, as Nigel stated, this entire development drains in basically 3 different ways: east, north, and kind of northwest. You can see, maybe if the pointer works, maybe not. You can see the cursor here on the screen. There's a series of ponds over on the east side that drain into the Bose regulated drain, and then there's a series of ponds here on the north side that also goes into the Bose regulated drain here around 500 north. Then there's a series of ponds on the west side that drain into the Simeon Yeager or the Hadley Lake outfall open ditch. Just for the record, know that those 2 ponds there on the west side that I just described are in the Simeon Yeager watershed and also the Simeon Yeager drainage impact area, and they are in compliance with those release rates. The other thing that I would note, Nigel, is that a follow-up at the next month's meeting or sometime in the near future to get the petitions to vacate some of the regulated drains. There was one, I don't know, just for clarification, it's the one on the north, very, very north end here. There we go. This branch, make sure that it gets included because on the initial submittal that I observed, I don't know that that one was part of it. So just for your notes, just make sure that all of them are included in that petition to vacate. Other than that, I'm happy to answer any questions, but I recommend a conditional approval on this one per the August 1st review memo.
Any questions for Nigel?
Actually, just a question for Zach. Can you kind of outline with your cursor, like, how much of this area is in that impact area?
Yeah. Generally speaking, if you follow the red pointer here, kind of this area here, so basically the western third, if you will. And not everybody can see this, but if you want to take a look at that, the red area shows the watershed for the, so that you can see exactly what, it's about a third of the overall site, roughly. Say the western third, if you want to kind of have something as a rule of thumb.
Thank you.
Okay. Any public comment on Millbrook Section 1? Seeing none?
Mr. President, I'll make a motion. We grant conditional approval for the Millbrook subdivision per the Burke memo dated August 1st.
Second.
You have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nigel. Moving on, under other business, we have a series of maintenance bonds. I'll go through them individually. First, maintenance bond for West Heights condo, bond number 101565314, and the amount of $121,324.80.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion passes.
Next, we have another maintenance bond for Oasis Apartments, bond number P as in Paul, S as in Sam, 10110090, in the amount of $12,746.20. This is for Oasis Holdings. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion passes.
Next, we have a maintenance bond for the football field complex at Faith Properties Incorporated, bond number C as in Charlie, B as in Bravo, E as in Echo, 60339 in the amount of $47,250. Recommend approval.
So move.
Second.
We have motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion passes.
Next, we have a maintenance bond for TK Investment Holdings LLC in the Rose Business Park, bond number 1117950 in the amount of $25,000 even. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. And that motion passes.
Next, we have a stormwater management BMP maintenance bond. This is for the Cole Elementary School. I'd recommend approval as presented.
So move.
Second.
We have motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion passes.
Very well. Next, we have a petition for encroachment on part of the S.W. Elliott County Regulated Drain. This is for MetroNet, a fiber project. I would recommend approval as presented.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Next, we have a memorandum of understanding for the Upper Elliott Ditch for Laughlin Partners LLC. I believe maybe someone's here to speak on their behalf.
Hi, Mike Baylog, TM Crowley of Carmel, Indiana. We're the developer representing Laughlin Partners. We've reviewed the agreement, and the partnership is in agreement with the MOU.
Very good, thank you. Just real quickly, in addition to what was just said, this is for the Upper Elliott. Basically what this comes down to, short and sweet, is that the Drainage Board / the county surveyor's office is basically entering into this MOU with the landowner, stating that after we do our county regulated drain reconstruction and when the property is developed, that we will vacate the county regulated tile on their property. And so I see no problem with this. It's only a timing issue. And this board has historically always vacated tile lines when they're no longer needed as development occurs. And so I see this as being completely following historical protocol. So I'm happy to answer any questions, but recommend approval as presented.
I'll make the motion. We approve the MOU as stated.
Second.
You have motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Very well. Next, we have a resolution number 2025-02-DB. This is to create a county-regulated drain and establish a maintenance fund on Timberbrook Estates. The drain, assuming that it's approved, will be hereforth known as drain number 502. I'll turn it over to our legal representative.
Yeah, so this is kind of a hybrid process. You're doing two things. You're accepting a private drain as a county-regulated drain, and you're also establishing maintenance rates. And we kicked off this process with a petition by the landowners who, own the entire drain, and the property benefited for it, so that allows you to do things a little more expeditiously here. The conditions on accepting the drain are that you have all the landowners, which you do, and that the county surveyor is satisfied that it meets the county standards. You'd previously given conditional approval on development, and part of that is that the surveyor has to sign off on construction plans, so that satisfies the element that the drain be constructed in a way that satisfies county standards. On the maintenance rate portion of it, the petitioner waived the notice and mailing, parts of what you would normally do through the maintenance process. The surveyor filed a maintenance report and recommended an annual assessment rate of $35 per lot and describe what maintenance would be needed in the future, and recommended that that rate be collected in the first calendar year following the 3 years after the subdivision maintenance bonds file, because they'll file a maintenance bond that'll cover that sort of thing if anything comes up, and then you'll start building up that fund. The petitioner, as part of that petition requesting all of this, they have reserved the right to comment for or against the maintenance rate recommended by the surveyor. So all of that's to say, once you, I think the process would be that you have a motion and a second to consider the resolution, take public comment if there is any, particularly on the maintenance rate, but probably, comments on the acceptance of the drain would be in order as well. And then following that, I've got to probably go through the normal thing that we do with the maintenance rate, where the statute says you need to read the findings in order, so I'll have to read this thing and recommend it. But, so anyway, that's the not quite short version of what we're up to.
Okay. So would anyone from the public like to comment on this resolution before we take action?
No.
Mr. President, I move that we approve Resolution 2025-02-DB, acceptance of Timberbrook Estates, number 502.
Second.
So with the background of the petition and the surveyor's submission of maintenance report, I would recommend that you make the following findings. That whereas the Drainage Board of Tippecanoe County makes the following findings. 1, petitioner Kimberlin Development Company has submitted a petition by developer to designate a private/mutual drain as a regulated drain and to establish a maintenance rate. Said petition and the exhibits thereto are incorporated herein by reference. And the drain referred to therein is hereinafter referred to as the drain. The design of the drain was granted conditional approval by the Tippecanoe County Drainage Board on May 7th, 2025. Among the conditions imposed by the grant of approval was the condition that the final construction plans must be signed by the Tippecanoe County surveyor, and the condition that the developer shall be required to file a 3-year maintenance bond or other acceptable guarantee with the Tippecanoe County Drainage Board. IC 36-9-27-18 allows the board to accept a mutual or private drain as a regulated drain where all owners affected by the drain request such acceptance in writing and the surveyor approves the standards of design and construction. The petition submitted by petitioner constitutes such a request, and the conditional approval of the design by the Drainage Board and final approval of construction plans by the surveyor ensures satisfactory design standards. The petition requests the establishment of a maintenance fund and that a maintenance rate be established for land served by the drain. Petitioner is the sole owner of land served by the drain and has reserved the right to object to the surveyor's recommendations on an appropriate maintenance assessment, but has otherwise waived objections based on notice or publication requirements under IC 36-9-27-40. The Tippecanoe County surveyor has submitted his maintenance report and estimate and has determined that the drain, as designed, will consist of approximately 8,571 linear feet of drainage swales, 32 manholes/inlets of various sizes, and approximately 5,578 linear feet of storm sewer pipes of various sizes. The estimated annual cost of maintenance is $4,865. The estimated benefits to the land exceed the maintenance costs. A fund for annual maintenance should be established. The drain will benefit each lot equally. In order to provide the necessary maintenance, a maintenance fund should be established at the annual rate of $35 per lot per year, provided that, per IC 36-9-27-43, an annual assessment for the maintenance of the drain shall be omitted if, per the estimate of the board, the collection of the annual assessment would increase the unencumbered balance of the maintenance fund to equal or exceed 8 times the estimated annual cost of periodic maintenance of the drain. Schedule of assessments in the maintenance report is accurate and equitable, and the board hereby adopts the surveyor's recommendation. To wit, each lot should be assessed at the rate of $35 per lot per year. The assessment should be collected with the taxes due and payable in the calendar year that follows the period ending 3 years after the subdivision maintenance bond is accepted by the board. Now, therefore, it is ordered that, subject to the conditions set forth in the board's conditional approval of May 7th, 2025, the drain is hereby accepted as the Timberbrook Estates Regulated Drain Number 502. A maintenance fund is established by the Timberbrook Estates Regulated Drain Number 502 with an annual assessment rate of $35 per lot for an 8-year period as benefited. The first annual assessment shall be collected beginning in the first calendar year that follows the period ending 3 years after the subdivision maintenance bond for the drain is accepted by the Drainage Board.
Now that we've heard all of that, is there anyone from the public that would like to comment? Seeing none?
Do we
Did we
need,
get a motion?
do we need to approve the findings first before we approve the resolution?
No, the resolution incorporates the findings.
Okay.
Yes, we have a
Got
motion.
motion. So we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion passes.
Very well. I have one other item under other business. We received, I think about midday yesterday, a petition to encroach from Tippecanoe. They are resetting power poles between 600 north and 725 north, I believe it is, along 400 west. So basically, this has an exhibit showing where the poles are going in relationship to the Hester-Motsinger regulated drain. They're going to hydro excavate in the areas where the tile is known, at least by our records. If they get into the tile, which I fully anticipate, they will have to repair it and make sure they perpetuate the drainage. But happy to answer any questions, but 450 west, sorry. Happy to answer any questions, but recommend approval as presented.
So moved.
Before I second it, there is a board member watching them on this project, so, second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion passes.
They tore down my favorite tree
Very
today.
good. Just real quickly, update, the Bose County Regulated Drain Reconstruction Project is moving along quite nicely. It's approaching completion. The Lower Elliott second phase reconstruction project, basically, part of it is within the Ivy Tech campus, or basically from the east side of the F Lake Regional Detention Facility, then traveling downstream to the west to Ross Road is the limits of this particular project. Atlas has started and doing tree clearing. I actually have a meeting scheduled for tomorrow there on site with John Munn, who's doing the construction observation for us. So it is off the ground and running, basically. So I just wanted to give a quick update on both of those two projects. Happy to answer any questions, but that's all I have for today.
Okay. Any public comment? Seeing none?